Bruh. Bro, are you serious right now? So look, I wasn't going to make another video today. I made one talking about MetaZoo in the market, but this right here really caught my attention. One of my buddies sent me this news right here, and this is some mind-blowing news. So I have to bring y'all the freshest news, right? The news right now is a couple of hours old. So right now, Disney is jumping into the trading card landscape. That is right. Disney is making a trading card game called LORCANA. I know a lot of you right now are super excited, and a lot of you are probably like, that ain't nothing. I ain't even worried about it. And your Scrooge full arts and your Scar from Lion King parallels coming out, right? Coming in hot. But this is crazy, man. This is really, really crazy because not only are they coming into the TCG space, they want to directly compete with Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, two giants, two of the biggest giants, two of the big three right now they want to compete with. They have 25 to 30 years in the game, and that's crazy. Something as old as Disney wants to hop into the TCG space this far, right? 25 to 30 years, and now you want to hop into the space. And to me, right, Disney's smart. They know there's money to be made. In the last year, there's been 50 pop-up indie TCGs. And most of them have failed, right? They went bankrupt. Their people just went MIA like McAfee and just ran off to like some foreign country and disappeared. But Disney has a ton of money, and they can make mistakes, and that's what's crazy. And they have the hearts of many, many people. And I'm going to jump over here right quick. And this actually made me laugh. I walked into a German store recently, and I seen a Panini collector tin, and it said Frozen, right? Disney Frozen. I thought it was a joke. These were those little subtle hints that Disney was giving me that they were going to hop into the TCG space, right? And I thought this was hilarious. I was like, hey, let me pick this up. You know, I'll just let some little kid win this. They'll love these Frozen cards. Everybody loves Elsa. And I can just give this to some parents that watch the channel and give it to their kids. But I thought this was a joke, right? There's some real Frozen cards made by Panini in this box right here. So Disney was already doing it. And then you also have Marvel cards. But the crazy thing is, like, Marvel cards are pretty cool. Everybody loves Marvel, and everybody knows that Disney owns Marvel, but they do not have the rights right now to make the Marvel cards. And I've seen a lot of DC flash across the TCG space lately. I don't collect them myself, but of course everyone knows DC characters, and they have been pretty popular. I've especially seen this logo down here. Let me see where it's at. This box right here, I don't know much about it, but I know a lot of people have been buying these boxes right here for DC, and there's some collectible stuff in there, and it would make sense for Disney to take back their rights to make Marvel cards where it can directly compete with DC, and then it can also use their card game to directly compete with Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. Now, here's my personal opinion, right? I do not think that Disney will overtake Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, and that's just my personal opinion, right? Do I think it will be highly collectible? I do. Of course it will, right? Of course it will. You have Mickey Mouse character collectors. You have, you know, Lion King collectors. You have little kids who love Frozen. You have all of that stuff. And people are going to collect those cards. And of course, Disney is going to tie them in with some of the movies. Maybe, you know, you can get some movie tickets, probably tied in with some crazy NFTs. And the list goes on, right? There's going to be a whole world, a whole mock-up for this card game. And there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff and highly collectible cards because a lot of Disney stuff is highly collectible. But when it goes against competing against something like Magic, I think they're pretty much in their own lane. They're not the same style of game. I don't think they'll be the same style of collectors. And it just wouldn't make sense to me for them to directly compete. Same with Pokemon, right? There's no doubt that it's going to be collectible, but I do not think that Disney is going to overtake Pokemon by any means, because I would choose Pokemon over Disney cards any day of the week. And that's just me, right? That's my personal opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a little rundown about what's going on here, right? So it says Disney may be the king of theme parks, streaming television, and major motion pictures, but they are going to compete against Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. Disney has partnered with a powerful new ally, Ravensburger, a 139-year-old publisher. The new joint effort is called Disney LORCANA, a family-friendly collectible trading card game expected in the latter half of 2023. Recognized around Disney villainous characters. The series began in 2018 and now contains nearly 30 villains from all across Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars universes, With Disney Lorcana, Ravensburger says that it wants to take things to the next level. Now, this is where it gets really cool right here. It says the basic idea is this is where they call it the Great Illuminary. The brand manager, Ryan Miller, says a veteran of Wizards of the Coast who also helped design the gameplay of Disney Lorcana. So he worked for Wizards of the Coast, right? A veteran of Wizards of the Coast. From Magic the Gathering and Pokemon in the early days, but now he's working on designing the gameplay for Disney's Lorcana. It is a treasury of all the Disney songs and stories ever made, all the characters, and it's where they kind of got recorded. The players take on this role of an Illumineer. So you would be an Illumineer, this powerful sorcerer that has the ability to bring these characters to life off of the page. The players will bring a band of their favorite Disney characters together to adventure this world, and the collectible card game will include a modern storybook art style, said North America head of games Cassidy Werner. Shane Hartley, Global Games creative director, said that it was inspired by the storybook openings of classic Disney films and features visible line work and vibrant color washes and so on, right? There's just a whole bunch of news here. You can look it up. Just look up the recent news on Disney's Lorcana and you can see all of this, right? But I would really love to hear all of your take on this. Is this going to last? Is it going to be a collectible card game? And I'm going to be honest, like when Disney, when they came out with their streaming service, I don't know how it's doing right now, but a lot of people got really pumped up. They were ripping everything away from Netflix and trying to crush them. And to be honest, I was like, hey, Netflix is going to go down. Disney is a behemoth in the space. They have too much money. They have too much content. They own everything. But Netflix survived, right? Netflix survived. And to be honest, I don't really care about Disney Plus. So same with the card game. I don't really know how it's going to do. I know that all of their theme parks and everything else is pretty cool and all the movies are pretty cool that come out. But the game is not going to crush Pokemon. It's not going to crush MTG. It's just not going to happen. But I am excited to see that Mickey Mouse full art sitting up. I'm glad to see that Scrooge McDuck. What is it? Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck parallel sitting back there, right? I'm going to go ahead and get that 1 of 35. So let me know if y'all are excited for that. Are you going to be getting the cards? And I'll see y'all again soon. Out.